We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order, a world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations. When we are successful, and we will be.
There have been extraordinary scenes in Berlin tonight as thousands of people gathered to hear Barack Obama deliver key foreign policy speech on his current European tour. The Democratic presidential hopeful laid out his vision for America's place in a new world order, saying he was speaking as a proud citizen of the United States and a fellow citizen of the world.
President Obama and British Prime Minister Gordon today calling for a new world order to tackle our global economic crisis.
Pope Benedict XVI is calling for a new world financial order. In the third encyclical of his pontificate, Benedict denounced the profit-at-all-cost mentality of the globalized economy.
Looking forward to this evening's presentation, the actual, definite, certain, unavoidable identity of the Antichrist. And as Paul has said, this is a very serious topic, but fortunately it is not one that is mysterious in the Bible. Many people have misunderstood who the Antichrist is. There's been a great deal of conjecture, a great deal of ideas and opinions, and everybody, oh, who could it be? And you can go to a bookstore today, a Christian bookstore today, and probably find 5 or 6 or 7 at least different interpretations of who the Antichrist is. But tonight we're going to go not to a bookstore but to the most important book, okay? Does that sound like a good idea? And I will show you tonight from the Bible exactly who this Antichrist power is. And as I've already told you, I'm not going to tell you who it is. We'll put all of the identifying characteristics up on the board, and then you will tell me who it is. A historian can tell us about the past. A news anchor person could tell us about the present and the current events. But God is saying, I can tell you about more than just the past, more than the present. I can tell you about the future with perfect accuracy. Jesus says, I'll tell you before it happens so that when it does happen, just as I've said, you may believe. I used to not be a Bible believer. In fact, I shared that with you briefly last night. I've been a Christian for exactly 9 years, and I praise the Lord for what He's done in my life. But until the age of 23 years old, I didn't believe in the Bible. I didn't believe in a God. I didn't believe in any of that. I thought it was all fairy tales and foolishness. But when I encountered the very prophecy that I'm going to share with you tonight, it literally changed my life. One prophecy changed my life. When God gives us these prophecies, it's to let us know, I'm alive. God is saying, I'm alive, I'm real, and I should be the preeminent priority in your life. When we start thinking about things more important than sports and entertainment and must-see TV and all of the accoutrements and paraphernalia that clutter our lives, we start thinking about ultimate things. Why am I here? Where am I going? Where am I from? We start thinking about the real things that matter in life. God is at the center of all of those things. Can you say amen? We start thinking about prophecy. God says, I'm going to put my finger on the pulse of what's really important in your life. We're going to go tonight to the book of Daniel, Daniel chapter 2. This prophecy, given roughly 2,500 years ago, is precisely calculated to give us hope and courage in these strange times. Most people recognize that the world is seemingly spinning out of control. Violence, immorality, war, pollution, terrorism, and a host of other factors at unprecedented degrees are causing thinking people to wonder, how much longer can we go on like this? Yet as distressing as these times are, the Bible tells of a better day to come. Can someone say amen to that? And gives us true hope and security even now. So let's set the context for our prophecy tonight. First of all, this foundational prophecy is found in the book of Daniel, chapter 2. Approximately when was the book written? 600 years BC. That is 600 years before the time of Christ. Who wrote the book? It was written by Daniel, except chapter 4, which was written by Nebuchadnezzar the king. We'll talk about that later. Where was the book written? It was written in Babylon. The Babylonian armies under Nebuchadnezzar, that was the Babylonian king, came and absolutely destroyed Jerusalem to the ground. Thousands, tens of thousands were destroyed in that terrible conflagration. Nebuchadnezzar took some of the best, the A students, the chief, the tops, out of Jerusalem, and he marched them 800 miles across the Babylonian desert, brought them back to Babylon, where he would train them in the customs and the society and the government and the culture of the Babylonians. Then he would take them and set them up as puppet rulers over various provinces of Babylon. Daniel was one of those who was led out of Jerusalem to Babylon and endured the schooling and almost brainwashing of the Babylonians.
This is where civilization began. These are original bricks from 600 BC. This bricks, that arch, 2,600 years old. All right? First kingdom that we know was right here. Again, we don't know exactly what each of the little rooms was then, but they all Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, who cares for the Marduk temple and the Nabu temple, eldest son of Nabopolassar, king of Babylon. He built the main garden, the legend is, to remind her of that. The lion, the back, the hind feet of an eagle, tail of a scorpion, head of a snake, body of a fish. This gate was dedicated to the goddess Ishtar, hence the name Ishtar Gate. It's just a hole in the ground. If you took this percent used to make a platform for a fire to burn.
In Daniel chapter 2, we find an ancient king, a man by the name of Nebuchadnezzar, having a dream, a nightmare, if you will.
Daniel chapter 2. And in the 2nd year of the reign of Nebuchadnezzar, Nebuchadnezzar dreamed dreams, wherewith his spirit was troubled, and his sleep brake from him. Then the king commanded to call the magicians, and the astrologers, and the sorcerers, and the Chaldeans, for to show the king his dreams. So they came and stood before the king. And the king said unto them, I have dreamed a dream, and my spirit was troubled to know the dream. Then spake the Chaldeans to the king in Syriac, O king, live forever. Tell thy servants the dream, and we will show the interpretation. The king answered and said to the Chaldeans, The thing is gone from me. If ye will not make known unto me the dream with the interpretation thereof, ye shall be cut in pieces, and your houses shall be made a dunghill. But if ye show the dream and the interpretation thereof, ye shall receive of me gifts and rewards and great honor. Therefore show me the dream and the interpretation thereof. They answered again and said, Let the king tell his servants the dream, and we will show the interpretation of it. The king answered and said, I know of a certainty that ye would gain the time, because ye see the thing is gone from me. But if ye will not make known unto me the dream, there is but one decree for you, for ye have prepared lying and corrupt words to speak before me, till the time be changed. Therefore tell me the dream, and I shall know that ye can show me the interpretation thereof. The Chaldeans answered before the king and said, There is not a man upon the earth that can show the king's matter. Therefore there is no king, lord, nor ruler that asks such things at any magician or astrologer or Chaldean. And it is a rare thing that the king requireth, and there is none other that can show it before the king except the gods, whose dwelling is not with flesh. For this cause the king was angry and very furious, and commanded to destroy all the wise men of Babylon.
Notice that Nebuchadnezzar